Sweta and welcome back. Today is day 3 in Hobart, Tasmania, and today we are going to explore the Salamanca market, which is open only on Saturdays. We are going to take a bus to Mount Wellington, or as the Aboriginals call it, the Kunyani Mountain, and we are going to visit the Mona Museum, which is a museum for contemporary art, and locals and as well as tourists do recommend visiting this museum even if you are not an art lover. So the Salamanca market is like a flea market. There are a lot of farmers who come and sell their produce, as well as there are local artisans who sell their art. Plus you will get a lot of food, confectionery, savories, which is delicious because it's locally made. The coffees, hot chocolate, even there's a lot of seafood because of course we are in Tasmania, so how can we not have seafood, right? So here is the market, and I also picked up some things which you guys will see here in the vlog. We got ourselves an Uber from the Hotel Ridges where we were staying at. Alternatively, you can walk it up as well because it's only 2 kilometers away, but we were short on time. So we reached, and Salamanca also is Australia's largest open air flea market. All the food items and items for sale start from 5 to 10 Australian dollars and range up to probably $100 to $200 depending upon what items they are selling. Fresh produce and jams growing at the foothills of Mount Kunyani, and I picked up some alcoholic jam because this is really different, and I don't think I've ever seen whiskey marmalade or blackberry liquor jam anywhere else. I really loved these animals at the end of tea infusers and spoons. So this was handmade by the seller's mother in Tasmania here. These were some ceramic plates to decorate your house with, and I cannot resonate more with this tile. People have their own distilleries here as well to sell alcohol, and the Australian honey is well renowned because it's pure and natural. My friend always sends honey back home because of its brilliant quality when compared to the ones that you get in India. We booked our bus tickets on this website, which I'm going to link it in the description box below. It costed us $40 AUD per person. It is a 2.5 hour journey to the mountain and back, but remember to brace yourselves for the cold and carry sufficient winter ammunition. It will sound ridiculous when I say that my hands were burning, but they were so numb from the cold that the sensation that I was getting was literally burning. And once you warm up your hands, I think you'll be good to go, but it is extremely windy, cold. Take cotton for your ears, cover your ears, get jackets which are suitable for that temperature. Although it's only for half an hour to 45 minutes, but I'm sure you are going to need it to experience the beautiful lookout and views. Another thing, just in case it's too cold for you to get at the summit and look out, you don't have to walk much. It's just a 2-minute walk. The bus will drop you right at the observatory tower, and you can check out the views from there. You will also get brilliant views from the bus when you are going upwards and downhill. Any side you sit on, that's all right, because both the sides will get views both the times, so you'll not be missing out on anything much. There have been guests from Russia who have said that they have traveled to far north in Russia and they have still not experienced a cold like this, and which is true, because our hands were literally burning when we went there. You will be given a time of some 30 to 40 minutes to explore the top, the summit of the mountain, and check out the views and explore the area. There are washrooms available as well, because whatever is the temperature in Hobart, the temperature on the mountain is going to be 10 degrees lesser than that. And look here, we have the vintage horse carriage. Of course, I don't promote horse riding or using animals for anything, because it's animal abuse, but this does give a feel of the early colonial times and British colonization. And now towards our second stop, that is Mount Wellington. We were right opposite the information tourism desk, and here is where the buses will arrive. If you do not want to wait here, you can also get in the bus from Brook Pier itself.
Look at that, it's starting to snow up here, folks.
The driver's commentary was on the entire time. It was a guided tour, so we learned a lot of things about this mountain, and how there was bushfire, how they prevented it, how they overcame all this with this small town. This is the observation center. From here you can get the brilliant views of Hobart city. You go inside, you will get 40 minutes, but I am sure it'll just fly in a jiffy. Get inside, get good pictures for yourself. There's a telescope too, so in case you want to see something specific, you can. This is near the boardwalk outside the observation center, where you have this brilliant backdrop to get pictures clicked for yourself.
But if you consider that the ensuing mudslide from the rock slide actually went all the way through this gin drinker, he likes his gin. He was telling me that a lot of the brewers actually head up there
Dasi Cafe to eat some lunch. This is couscous salad, and the food here is really nice. Once we reached Hobart Central again, it was time to go to Mona, because Mona and the Mount Wellington both are in opposite direction from the place where we were staying, and I think even central area. The ferry timings are, the frequency of the ferries is very less, so make sure that you are making your plans according to the ferry timings, and you'll get it on Google obviously. Plus there are slots available for Mona Museum, that's Museum of Old and New. So if you don't get a slot, I think we booked a slot when we were on the ferry, again depending on how there's peak season or not. So yeah, and you can get ferry tickets on the spot at the ferry counter where you are boarding the ferry. So you can do it either online or you can book it there as well. You'll require an app to you might require an app to explore Mona, because the museum is open to interpretation, and there is nothing specific written there about the art and all the installations that are available. But I think I am also of the opinion that even if you are not an art lover, you should visit this museum. It is a very different experience in which you would have expected to see things like these. There is also an open area for swings, bar, live music. There's trampoline. The views are amazingly beautiful. The ferry ride is amazing. So I don't think you should not be going here. The The Mona Museum tickets are available for $35, but there is also a tour company who will help you with the logistics and the tickets for on Get Your Guide, and I'm going to link that tour link in the description box below. So just in case you want to go ahead with that, I think it will be very convenient. We did not go ahead with this option because the tour starts at 9 or 9:30 and it lasts for 7.5 hours. So if we would have chosen this tour, which we were considering, we would have missed Salamanca market, which we didn't want to. So we hurried through and managed our time so that we enjoyed all the 3 places properly with sufficient time in hand. We ran to the Brook Pier, got ourselves a ferry finally, and got on the last ferry leaving for Mona for this day. The timings here are very odd, 10 to 4ish or 5, so you really have less number of hours by yourself to enjoy everything. We spent around 1 to 2 hours in the Mona Museum, and which I found it was sufficient enough. The museum is open to interpretation, and even on the app they have not explained what the artwork means. You will need somewhere around 2 to 3 hours to explore this place, and I think it should be more than enough. I really loved this activity. The idea was to make you feel to be in the present moment by segregating these grains. There's also a small gig that happens here with these different and unique kinds of instruments. People play around 4:30 to 5 p.m. This is a very unique looking Porsche that we've seen. There are various art installations in the premises as well, which is outside, and you have this beautiful playground. You can get some romantic pictures clicked here. There's live music happening. There's trampoline where you can hear the sound of bells with the wind and with the people jumping on it. This one is paid, of course, but the views are for free and they are breathtakingly beautiful. And we got a ferry back home, the last one at 5 p.m. Salamanca timings are from 8:30 to 3, and Mona Museum time is around 9 or 10 till 4:30, and the last ferry from Mona is at 5 p.m. This again is in the month of August 2023. Next vlog on channel is a hop on hop off bus tour and a trip to Richmond town. Do remember to check out my Australia playlist and hit that subscribe button right away.